if the Adani deal was supposed to go, and the way the US laws are that if you have been, if you've involved in any bribery using an American company, they are going to come for everybody, regardless of what particular position you hold in government. And the people who have been mentioned in the Adani case is the president's boy, Murkomen.
The US, as part of the investigation for this whole India bribing and the US investors, putting their money into the Adani deal for the Indian energy sector thing that they were doing, part of that investigation brought out the Kenyan bribery stuff. So I don't think this is the end of it. There is more to come.
But Omosh,
do you think Ruto acted independently for the good of Kenya? Like just looking at it from an outsider perspective, or might the US have pressured him into this surprising decision to cancel Adani?
I'd say yes and no. So as traditionally, as we've always known Ruto to basically he plays the long game. So for him, it's always about what is he getting out of it? How can he salvage this? How is he going to look up there or look outside, or how is he going to look? Because he has been, what should I call him? The poster child of African leadership. Should I say that the Western world is holding high up? So for him, he's playing the cautious long game. He needs a second presidency.
A second term.
Yes. I was saying second president. Yeah, he needs a second term. He needs to have the powerful peoples behind him in terms of backing him and with his policies and so on and so forth. They also need him, as we have discussed in previous shows, with the different bases for the UK, for the US, and there are probably other players who we may not necessarily have known of, who want to use Kenya as a central hub, because it's very easy to operate from Kenya in order to do whatever you need to do in the African region. As well as with even though we have Mavutiano, but we still have peace. If you think about it, it's not UG, it's not Congo, it's not some of the other places that have been volatile and not very stable, so Kenya meets all of those things. And from an infrastructure perspective, it also is there. Digital hub. There's a whole slew of things that you can put towards Kenya. So for him, he's looking at the long game. This was for him to save face, to make it look like Kenya is basically saying that there are a no-go zone for folks, or there'll be there'll be a zero tolerance for so-called corruption or looking like there's corruption, or if it is known that you have been in a situation where there's corruption, then Kenya is going to say that they're not going to be involved or go to bed with you, which is the statement that they put out more or less by canceling this deal with Adani. The other thing that we are not privy to, and it's not necessarily being made public, or we're not being given this information, is that the US, as part of the investigation for this whole India bribing and the US investors, putting their money into the Adani deal for the Indian energy sector thing that they were doing, part of that investigation brought out the Kenyan bribery stuff. So I don't think this is the end of it. There is more to come.
But Omosh, what is the long game that Ruto is playing here?
For me, the way I'm looking at it is that he wants to look, what is it called? Safi kama pamba.
He wants to come out clean.
Is it a matter of wanting to come out clean, or is it a matter of, let's look at how the SEC laws work in America. When they go for you, they usually go for you and everybody that's involved.
Correct.
Rumor has it that Adani was supposed to be a guest of the state in parliament during the State of the Union
State
address.
of the Nation. Oh my
State
goodness.
of the Nation address, right?
Yeah.
Adani was supposed to be presented, and it was supposed to be a done deal because the energy part of the deal was done.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
The healthcare part of the deal, which President Ruto didn't say that he has cancelled, is still going on. Because the company is not known as Adani. But
yes, it's a different company. Yes, it's one of their conglomerates. Yes.
It's still going on. So I don't see what long game he's playing there. It's only that what I'm saying is that it's a thing of he was stronged up, because if we look at this proper, if the Adani deal was supposed to go, and the way the US laws are that if you've involved in any bribery using an American company, they are going to come for everybody, regardless of what particular position you hold in government. And the people who have been mentioned in the Adani case is the president's boy, Murkomen.
Yeah.
He is the main person who's been mentioned in the Adani deal. So is it a matter of playing the long game, or is it a matter of protecting my people? Because Adani was in Kenya.
Yeah.
Adani, he believed his state security was taken out. Chances are he's going to get arrested while he's in Kenya, because he can't leave. His jet was impounded.
So now
he can't leave Kenya. He's most likely going to be the guest of the state within the next week, or already is. We don't know. But
so he's currently in Kenya.
Yes.
Okay.
Since the last he was in Kenya. He was supposed to be in Parliament during when was it? The day before yesterday.
Yeah, during the State of the Nation address.
Yes. So it's not sure if he's already been taken out, because his jet was impounded, so he didn't leave the country. So it's just a matter of
could have taken first class and gone out.
Getting him picked up.
Now, if you know, because I'm hearing this for the first time. So if what Mika is saying is actually the case, what we know is that until the morning before the State of the Nation address,
yes,
members of Parliament were still in session in Parliament,
very positive,
and they were defending Adani. You know, like Opio and I, they were defending Adani. So in my understanding, this might have come as a surprise. And even Ruto himself, if Ruto knew, I think this is something that was that he was back armed very like moments, like maybe a day before the speech, and told. Like,
I don't think it was a day. This was hours. I don't think it was a day. That thing changed.
Yes.
Because think about it. Go ahead.
These guys knew about the Adani. They knew about the indictment.
Correct. It was, yes, we all, yes, they knew it was happening, but nobody, there had not been, the information had not come out.
But they had not communicated it to the team.
Information had not come out. See, remember, they were being investigated. So the investigation was ongoing. But then now when they actually said, now we are going to indict.
Yeah.
Happened ndio sasa, when as the thing is being released, it seems like probably intelligence pia kabla itolewe kwa gazeti, intelligence ikakuja kaambia hawa say.
There probably was a phone call that was made.
Yes.
Before.
Correct. That's why I said intelligence.
To address the nation.
Yes.
And that is where he had to he had to figure out a way on how to. If this indictment hadn't happened, we would have had a very different state
speech.
Of the nation.
Yes. Out of this whole speech, all we had was Adani. Out of the whole thing,
I know. Yeah.
All we had was Adani.
All people are talking about is Adani,
right? So then the question you'd ask yourself is, what was he going to say?
So that's that. You know, like this is getting very interesting because, you know, and these suspicions that things are being controlled from the US are now coming to life because.
Boss.
No one saw this coming. Even the most inside of insiders, none of them saw this coming. And it came so suddenly, like a thunderclap.
Vile unaona Mika nasema, it could have been that one of a phone call came tiriririri. That one of, boss, halt. This is what's happening, and you need to do A, B, C, D, F, G.
Yeah.
Play this game right.
Exactly. And I'd also like, you know, like for those who are tuned in to comment and let us know, you know, like what they think, what they know about what's currently being said. Because now as you're speaking, new information is coming in.